All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the apostle Nelson, great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all, keep pushing this truth throughout the four winds and sincerity. Okay, giving all diligence. All right, just going to a quick little lesson, man, on how America teaches the Israelite woman to be fake. Okay, they teach them to be fake. All right, I'm gonna just dive right into these scriptures. This is Isaiah 32, I'm going to start at 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear ye my voice. Well, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Okay, so it's showing a time where that's coming, that things to these Israelite women, because that's who it's speaking to, you Israelite women, where it's gonna get real fucked off for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason because it's a reason that these things have happened. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just start reading in this Willie Lynch letter. Okay, this is like the making of a slave. It says, "You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger." Okay, a brief discourse and offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking. Okay, so they're looking for things that they're going to do today that's going to prosper and work for them later on down the road, so they wouldn't keep having these problems to where people wanted to fight back and do this and do that. Now it's going to be to where this thing is real easy. Okay, you're not going to have to basically do the things that you're doing now. All right, basically you're going to have them eating out of your hands. Okay, and this is exactly what happened. It says, "But concentrate on future generations." Okay, "Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development, and when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it up to you. For her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process." So it's things that was going to happen. He's basically saying is like, after so many generations, this will become a pattern. Okay, with these women, because that's what we're going to shoot for. We're going to shoot for these women, and we're not just going to do it now. We're going to do it for future generations to come. That's when you're really going to start seeing progress. Okay, these devils understand the concept of reincarnation. All right, it says, "For her normal female protective tendencies, which have been lost in the original breaking process." For example, take the case of the wild stud horse. A female horse and an already infant horse, and compare the breaking process with two captured nigger males in their natural state. A pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring. Take the stud horse, break him for limited containment, completely break the female horse until she becomes very gentle, whereas you or anybody can ride her in her comfort. Breed the mare and the stud until you have desired offspring. Then you can turn the stud to freedom until you need him again. Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hand and she will train, and she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your hand also. Now this is the same thing as food stamps, welfare. Now by them doing this, it's going to tell you what the purpose in doing this was. Okay? It's going to make it self-explanatory, but you see it today. Okay? So she's eating out of your hand. So the nigga woman with the government, now what she does is, that man can't be in the house. You got to get rid of that man. You know what I'm saying? For you to get all these benefits. All these things were set up for the Israelite Salakia, for the Israelite woman. Okay? It says, train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hand, and she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your hand also. So when these women get these food stamps, Section 8, HUD, welfare, all that, guess what? They're teaching their kids, their daughters, you don't need a man. You can do this. And the child is seeing this also. And that's why the cycle continues and breaking. Okay? The daughter see, shit, mom was on food stamps. Mom had WIC. Mom had all this shit. So guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. And it's taught to the Israelite woman to do this. Okay? When it comes to breaking, the uncivilized nigga, use the same process, but vary the degree and step up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the mind. Take the meanest and most restless nigga, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggas. Okay? The female and the nigga infant tar and feather him, tie each leg to a different horse faced in opposite directions. Set him afire and beat both horses to pull him apart in front of the remaining nigga. The next step is to take a bullwhip and beat the remaining nigga male to the point of death in front of the female and the infant. Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be useful for future breeding. The breaking process of the African woman, take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Okay, keep in mind, this is for future use. Now that fear that was instilled, it's instilled in her, and that's why that fear, like you could have your insurance, you can have your driver's license, everything can be up to par, but if a cop pull behind you, you kind of like be on some, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't done nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's that generational fear that was instilled. Okay? It says, test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics, because she pushes off kids. Okay? If she shows any signs of resistance and submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract that last bit of resistance out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. So with these devils, it's all about money. Okay? It's all about money. When in complete submission, she will train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigga. Okay, we have reversed the relationship in her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigga male. Okay, she's dependent on him. And she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and would raise male offspring to be dependent like her. Okay, so by them beating the men and damn near killing them, that fear is, well, we can't depend on him now, because they basically stripped him of his manhood. Okay, and all the rest of the men, now they have fear in them. Okay, so now she's forced to depend on her slave master. She's forced to depend on him now. Just like today, what the nigga woman say? I don't need no man. I don't need no black man. What they do? Run to Esau. They run to the system. It's the same thing that they said they was doing way back in the gap, to have our women react the way that they're reacting today. And it worked. And it worked. Okay? It says, nature had provided for this type of balance. We reversed the nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigga apart and a bull whipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence, by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed. What are we today? Our image is destroyed. We're looked upon as nothing. That's why the one thing you always hear from black women, so-called black women, about us, or y'all niggas ain't shit. It was set up that way. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Okay? Feeling that they could be independent. Same way you got dumbass Beyonce making a song called, well, you got rappers with the independent song. You got Beyonce pushing that bullshit independent shit off. All in the favor to do what? Further this fucking letter. To keep it going. Okay? The feminist movement. All this shit is to keep this shit going, bro. It's just waxing worse and worse. Okay? It says the ordeal caused her to move from her physiological dependent state, psychological dependent state, to be a frozen independent state. So now she at a standstill. She's understanding, oh shit, I got to do this by myself. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. Now she's teaching a woman to be strong, tough. You can do anything on your own. You don't need no man. All right? And when a woman raises a man, you get a soft dude. He is very fucking feminine. He is soft. Why? Because she has this mind frame that I don't need no black man, and that man might want to be around for his kids, but all she doing is cackling her fucking gums, and she run him off. Okay? And she run him off, and this is what you get. Right here. And this right here is Margaret Sanger. It was 100 years ago on October 16, 1916, that Margaret Sanger opened the first birth control clinic in the United States. An advocate for women's reproductive rights, who was also a vocal eugenics enthusiast, Margaret Sanger leaves a complicated legacy, and one that conservatives have periodically leveraged into sweeping attacks on the organization she helped found, Planned Parenthood. Last year, 25 Republicans campaigned to have a bust of the pioneering family planner removed from the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery, where it has been included in an exhibit featuring American civil rights leaders called The Struggle for Justice, with Ted Cruz's office issuing a press release explaining that she didn't belong there for a number of reasons, the most damning of which is that as part of her inhumane life's work, she advocated for the extermination of African Americans. So now we see that feminists, that you can do whatever you want to do with your own body. It was targeted towards the so-called Israelite woman. Okay? It was targeted towards the so-called Israelite woman. It said it's not the first time Sanger has faced this accusation. During this past primary season, Ben Carson proclaimed that Sanger believed that people like me should be eliminated. Later clarifying per PolitiFact that he was talking about the black race. And in 2011, Herman Cain alleged that Sanger's original goal for Planned Parenthood was to kill black babies before they came into the world. Okay? And there you go. That was the whole point of her setting all this up. Wasn't for no equal women's rights. Shit is bullshit. And we got another one right here. And I'm pretty sure somebody edited this, but this was the whole point. And Gloria Steinem. It says, I helped ruin the black family by making the black woman believe that the black man was holding her back, when in reality, all I did was use them for our cause. And that was the cause. Just like the Willie Lynch letter said. The cause was to keep us broken up. Okay? And it worked. And it's still working to this day. Okay? Marie Steinem is an American feminist journalist and social political activist who became nationally recognized as a leader and a spokeswoman for the American feminist movement in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Okay? And by her doing this, all it did was further that Willie Lynch letter. Now the women of our nation thinking we don't need men, and all it done, they just kept it moving. It was a snowball effect. It happened, he said it, and all they done was kept it pushing, and our people fell dead into it. Okay? And this is what you have as results. Makeup. Okay? All these things are things pushed on us by our oppressors. Okay? Makeup. That's fake. You're making up your face. Okay? You're making up your face. You're covering your face up. That's fake. Mascara. You're putting on a mask because you feel like it's an error on your face is an error. You're covering up an error or a mistake on your face. Okay? You're masking that error. You're masking that mistake on your face. You're covering it up. Weave. Your original hair isn't good enough. So what do? You're covering up those bald spots. All fake. Implants. Okay? Something's not good enough. What do you need? You need it bigger. All fake. You think the women in the ancient world was doing wicked shit like this? Fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows, all that shit. That's what our women dives into. That's why when you look in all of our neighborhoods, you have Elam, you have Ammon, Moab, you have them pushing The stores, bruh. If you just look in their stores, weave, makeup, it's just all catering to black Israelite or so-called Israelite women, not black. So-called Israelite women. Well, not so-called, but Israelite women. Okay? It's catering to them. Okay? That's a $1 billion market. Fucking weave. So why isn't a store like this in Esau's neighborhood? Why isn't anyone chasing to have the nigger woman's hair or the Israelite woman's hair? Why is that? These fucking Israelite women have been duped, bruh. They've been duped, and they too stupid for the most part to realize what's going on. These people are constantly doing things like this, and the women of our nation, bro, they just, hey, it gets to the point to where it's retarded. It's very stupid, bro. And that's why the Bible calls sottish children, bro, stupid. Okay? But our women fell for it. The trap was set. We know it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that all these things happen. But man, when is enough? Okay? Rise up, you women that are at ease. You know what I'm saying? Because this economy, this system is done. And when that carpet is pulled from under your feet and you see everything for what it really is, then the same man you said wasn't shit, oh, now you need protection. There's going to be some pride being ate. All right, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the Apostle Nelson, great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.